everybody, to the
I'm Fat podcast.
Snacks are best saved for later.
With Jay Zawoski.
That man ate all our shrimp and 2 plastic lobsters.
And Rick Camp.
Out the mist came a beast more stomach than man.
Welcome into another edition of the I'm Fat podcast, brought to you by our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen in Schaumburg. I am Rick Camp alongside fellow fat Jay Zawoski. And Jay, this has been a busy week for both of us, but also a triumphant week for the podcast.
It is a triumphant week as I'm wearing my 0.0 marathon shirt.
Yeah.
And I've got Charlie the Bacon Guy's bacon in my belly. It's been a good morning and a good week, and we have a new entrant, honoree, to be enshrined in the Onion Ring of Honor. The winner of 2022 March Fatness is Burritos.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. We're going to get to that whole thing, that whole deal, some other deals as we go. We've got some listener emails to answer. Apparently, it's my first time on podcast before, but the voicemail is effed up, and I did not know that. That's why we're not getting any voicemails. So I will fix said voicemail after the show, and then you can call us 708-858-3314. I'm fatpod@gmail.com is the email. All of our social medias are at I'm fatpod. That includes TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/I'm Fat Podcast. We've got our TeePublic shop where you can get shirts like this. Those links are in our social media bios. And what else?
We're going to have to update the one now.
Yeah, we're going to get a new Onion Ring of Honor shirt made. Or just go eat a burrito while you wear it. That just saves us some work.
Spoiler alert. I'm probably going to be eating a burrito today.
I had one for dinner last night. And then as Rick and I were getting ready for the show, I said to Rick, I don't know what happened, man. I woke up at like 3 a.m. with like a gut-wrenching stomach ache. It's all coming back to me now. Yep. Just call me Celine Dion. By the way, that song effing rules.
Yeah.
Like that's a song like it's like what's his name? Michael Bolton in Office Space, where he's someone walks by and he turns the volume down a little bit, but no. It's all coming back to me now is cranked at full volume all the time.
Dun, dun, dun,
the song is great.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, exactly. When it's like, I love when you get like a progressive slowdown or speed up in a song where it's like it doesn't just go boom.
Okay, yeah.
But where you get the like you're at one tempo and then it's like, okay, you get the progressive, or it's kind of like what I would tell students is sometimes when you're speaking for emphasis, but you don't necessarily want to raise your voice or be yelling. If I'm normally speaking like this, sometimes I'll change the tempo in which I'm speaking.
Yeah,
like that. It's like that type of feel.
I like the I like the music theory part of the It's all coming back to me now breakdown. I'm a fan of that, of tempo changes and key changes. Always get me. And anytime there's a stop time, like when it's everything just, and then it picks up again. Like I love that. That's the way for me to like scream at a concert. Yes. When that stuff happens. So,
can I do a quick shout out before we really get into things?
Yes.
It'll be kind of the concert is today when we're recording, so a little irrelevant when people hear it. But I do want to give the shout out to. I should have done this last week, but however. This may be shocking to people. I'm an idiot.
Yes.
So, the NIU Steel Band concert is today. And that is one of my favorite things in the world is the one of my 2 years in the NIU Steel Band where I wasn't good. Like I was good enough to get by and be part of the band, but like that was really about it. And I'm disappointed that I'm not going to be able to make it today because I've just got too much going on with show tomorrow and I have to write and all this other stuff. However, if you ever have the time, like the NIU Steel Band concerts generally around this time every year, it is such a unique experience. If you have any sort of interest, highly recommend you head out to DeKalb, go to it, go to the concert hall. It's literally $5 to get in.
That's
$5.
That's fun.
Like it's just so fun. It's so good. So if you like different types of music or like learning about different types of music, I'm telling you, like every year by the end, there are people dancing in the aisles. It's all encouraged, and it is a blast.
That's fun. And if you're into Caleb, you can open the I'm Fat map and try some of Rick's college favorites.
Yes.
Yeah, we forgot to mention the I'm Fat map. That link is in our social media bios as well. We got an email this week. We'll get to it, but he says he just added it as an icon on his phone. So you can just go boop and just access the I'm Fat map wherever he is.
Nice.
Which is great. All right, so let's get to it, man. Burritos are in, which is awesome. And it was a really, I don't know, I really felt like as the tournament was wrapping up that Italian beef was going to run away with it. And then air fryers made their run, but I'm surprised. Burritos won by a significant amount.
It almost reflected the college basketball tournament where it's like everybody know Kansas is there. Like, you know, may not have been the sexiest of seeds this year because, you know, it's been in the tournament every year.
Right.
But once it got past Italian beef, and that was like, I think just over 51% of the vote, to then close like this with like almost 2/3 of the entire vote going to burritos in the final, really just an emphatic victory. And quite frankly, I mean, there's so many varieties of burritos. There's so many great burritos out there. You know, you can have them in the restaurant. You can take them with you. If you're very skilled, you can eat them on the run.
Yes.
But man, burritos are great.
It shows that the fats turned out.
Yes.
Because fat people have an appreciation. Like, I think everyone loves air fryers. Everybody loves Italian. I mean, most people like burritos, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But most people don't hold them in the esteem that we do. And when we saw some of the pushback on burritos as the tournament was going on, and a lot of that was from normies, most of it. You didn't see a lot of fat people saying burritos are overrated.
Right.
You know, I think one guy was like a marathon runner. It's like, well, then stop talking. You don't have, you got nothing.
Yeah, you know what you should be doing? Running.
Shouldn't you be Facebooking about how much athletic activity you did this week?
Or putting another sticker on his car.
This is the only one I need.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, 0.0. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm glad burritos won. It's sort of like the final was kind of anticlimactic. It was a 48-hour vote, but it was over quick. They had the subs in. You know, it was let the kid at the end of the bench play.
Yeah, all the white walk-ons got to play. Like,
right.
I mean,
Brian Scalabrine was out there.
Seriously.
Basketball reference.
Your guy, yeah. Like Jarrett Jack would have been out.
Oh,
like,
come on.
I said he would have been out in like the middle of the second half.
All right. Yeah, he's what got them out to that big lead.
Of course.
Based on what I know about one game of Georgia Tech basketball that I watched.
Well, yeah. I mean, how much more do you really need?
I remember he made a free throw. That's my. I don't know why he stuck out.
And that's
with me
how
so
that's
much.
how I mean that's how he became your guy, and that's
I guess
how
so. Yeah.
maybe one shot block is how Brooks Orpik became my guy.
Well, I think the free throws are what make us whites like basketball. That's right.
Of course.
My grandpappy used to shoot free throws in the driveway for years. No, I don't know. It's just a name that stuck with me.
It's so great.
It's weird. I'm a weird guy. But yeah, it's awesome that burritos are in. So I had burritos. I've had almost the entire Onion Ring of Honor experience today, except for air conditioning, which apparently we'll never need again.
Yeah, it's not well today. I can tell you right now because it's supposed to be warm today, like upper 50s, maybe hitting 60.
Balmy.
Yeah, balmy. Also, it's the time of the day where if you're watching on the YouTube,
the sun's coming in.
The sun's coming in. So it is, it's getting a little toasty. I definitely left the window open. So if there's a train that just barrels by, you'll probably hear it.
Is your shirt wet?
No.
Or do you have like a pattern on your shirt?
There's a pattern on the shirt.
Oh, okay. I thought
it's a shirt. I think it's like a bird on a tree. I don't know. It was something I got for Christmas.
from my angle, it looks like someone threw water on you from a distance.
It's like a splatter.
Yeah, it looks like a splatter.
No.
Oh, man.
Nope, this is just a shirt that used to have a lot more color to it that doesn't anymore.
Yeah. I know what that's like.
Yeah, but no, it's just like a branch with a bird on it.
That's cool. Put a bird on it.
It's a Christmas present, so you wear it around the house.
Hey, you know what I found out? That place in Villa Park, not I Love Fries. We love them. Yes. But is it Highview Restaurant?
Yes.
My friend works there.
Really?
Yeah, my friend Erin works there. You should go visit her.
I will.
Now you have a
It's
reason to go.
Yes, because I pass it like all the time. Because any day that like I can, so when I'm coming home from the station, I can either take like 38 home, or I can jog up 83 all the way to 64, or halfway in the middle, I can go to St. Charles Road. And that's what I end up doing decent amount of the time. And I pass by it like every single time.
Yeah, it's like an old, I've not been there, but it's like an old, it looks like a 50s diner. And I guess it's been there that long. So, yeah, my friend Aaron works there. So, if you see a waitress named Aaron, tell her hello or make a joke at her expense because she can take it.
Right.
Give it right back.
Okay. Yeah. Just say, Jay said you're a jerk.
Yeah. She'll agree.
Okay.
She'll agree.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right. So, last week I tried a place that I forgot to talk about because last week we had a lot.
Yes.
And I just like had a long list and just did not get to it. So, Hipster Tacos in Mokena. If you thought that was a thing, it wasn't a thing. It is now. The place is called Zap Tacos.
Okay.
19711 Mokena Street in Mokena. So it's kind of cool. It's like right off the train tracks, and it almost looks like an old train depot. It's like just a little like barn-sized house. You walk in the door, it's just wide open floors. They do have like kind of a, I don't know, maybe like a 10 or 11-foot bar.
Okay.
That you can set. So they've got cocktails, but I got like a Nashville hot chicken taco. That was really good. I got pork belly. I got just a standard beef that's called it's called the Fatty McGee.
Okay.
That was just great. The place is really, really good. And it's like not in a place you would expect to have that kind of food. You know, like Mokena is just, it's kind of, I don't know, is old fashioned the right word? I don't mean that in a negative way, but it's just kind of, it's one of those places where you step in and you feel like you're back in another time.
Yeah.
You know, like the houses have been there forever, but they're really nice and they're really well kept. Mm-hmm. And it's just is not the sort of place where you think that a really cool like hipster taco place would open. But it was absolutely terrific. So I cannot recommend it more. Really, really good. So go out in Mokena, and they're the ones who are getting the crumble cookies soon too.
Oh. So you're just going to have like a good like spot right there to be like, okay, I know I can get X, Y, and Z when I go to Mokena.
Yeah, and that's where I got, so I don't know how I failed to mention this because I did mention that I went to Brickhouse to get those chicken wings for my air fryer.
Yeah.
So I remembered I was in Mokena. I just forgot about the taco place. But yeah, Zap Tacos, really, really good. And then I don't know what the timeline is for the crumble cookies, but you're right. That's going to be, what are we doing today? Let's go to Mokena and get some, we'll get some tacos, get some cookies, and then grab some stuff to air fry.
See, and like that's maybe a big thing that, and mind you, like I fall prey to this with like not just food, but like a lot of different things of, okay, I'm going to X area. I'm just thinking about the one thing I want there, but I don't think it through completely of like, okay, I'm going to this area. How can I maximize this? And be like how when I used to go to like downtown Naperville, there it would be a lot of times go to Mongolian barbecue, that was BD's Mongolian Grill.
Yep.
And then go over to Cold Stone afterwards after I kind of let that settle a little bit.
It's kind of the same experience.
Yeah.
What are you?
Really?
It's all mixed up as I'm doing the hand mixing
Yes.
mechanic on the video.
Right. You're either drumming or you're making stir fry / ice cream.
A little bit of both. Yep.
Which is fair.
And playing steel drums.
Yes. Exactly. God. Oh, I wish I could go today.
I'm sorry.
I want to. Okay.
I saw you posting all your skinny photos of you at NIU, and you're just reminiscing on Steel Drum Week.
Yeah, exactly. That's really all it is. But it is proof that, hey, you know what I had once? A jawline.
And a chin.
Yeah, you know what I could also do? Wear shirts that had less than 1X in the size.
Nice.
Or less than, not multiple.
Not multiple
there
X's.
We go.
A single
I'm
X.
Smart.
I got
A single X, yeah. Like that was, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, those were the days,
Yes.
Man. We've all got my glory days are just farther away than yours.
Yeah, just by a few. So the DeKalb version of that, if you've got a car and you've got some time, is you go get your cheese nuggets.
Yes.
You get your cheese nuggets from Pizza Pros, and then you go up onto Sycamore Road, so that's 23 for those keeping score at home, and you go to Ollie's and get some frozen custard. That's technically in Sycamore, but totally worth it. You eat your Pizza Pros on the way, so that way by the time you get to Ollie's, if you're like really worth your salt as a fat, then the Pizza Pros will be gone by the time you get to Ollie's. And then you get that.
That's how you do it. That's pro advice right there from a pro fat. What's the name of the place in Sycamore that used to bring the pork chops to work? Is it the Sycamore Family Store? It was something like really basic.
Well, no, wasn't it like Victory Chicken came from there or whatever?
Well, they
or am I thinking of two different places?
But I think that the pork chop is what they were famous for. The Country Store. That's it. The Country Store in Sycamore. Great pork chops and barbecue sandwiches. If you've not had that, Rick, I
don't think I have.
Yeah, you need to go. You have to. You have to go. It was like they drove it from Sycamore to downtown, and it was still amazing. Think about that.
Wow.
Like that's something. That's significant.
Okay.
But yeah, they would just bring pork chops and barbecue sandwiches, and I remember those pork chops were fantastic. It'd break your plastic fork.
Oh, okay.
They're like steaks. They were awesome. So
nice.
Another place you should check out, by the way, is Frato's Culinary Kitchen in Schaumburg, 628 South Roselle Road. Great partners of the I'm Fat podcast. We've got the I'm Fat Burger, the I'm Fat Pizza, the I'm Fat Grilled Cheese is all available there. We've got so many awesome things to share with you from that place. Not only is it the I'm Fat Burger, Pizza, Grilled Cheese, they've got the baseball bat size. Okay, that's a slight exaggeration. Mozzarella sticks, but still pretty big mozzarella sticks.
Baseball bat width.
Yes, the girth of a baseball bat. Yes, you would say, in many different varieties. They've got their bakery, which is fantastic. They've got every kind of pizza you can possibly dream up. Yep. Burgers, fries, onion rings, the entire deal. And all you need to know is they have RC Cola.
Yes. That
That should be enough to get you in the door.
RC on tap. There's very few things that can be a bigger recommendation than that.
It's almost like the RC is not so much that the RC is great, but great places carry RC.
Exactly.
So it's like the muscle memory of I'm drinking RC, so the food here must be really good, and that is absolutely the case at Frato's Culinary Kitchen. So check them out, FratosPizza.com, and if you've got a sweet tooth, FratosBakery.com. Their temptation cookies are just the best cookies I've ever had. Period. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating. FratosBakery.com. Check out their selection of sweets and bakery items. They ship all individually wrapped. They're just great. I cannot recommend them more. Just trust us. We don't steer you wrong. Order yourself some cookies. If you've got an anniversary coming up or a birthday or something, order a box of cookies.
Mother's Day isn't that far away.
That's a great. I'm going to do that actually. For Mother's Day, I'm going to order a box of cookies for Hope and for my mom. And I'm going to be the favorite son for one day. Well, yeah, I'm going to eat half of them. I mean, I got a taste test and make sure nothing's wrong.
Well, I was going to say just get a separate box then for you.
Oh, no, I will. Yeah, I'll just keep it somewhere where no one knows where it is. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what you have.
I'm winking on YouTube.
Wink.
Wait,
did he say wink?
He said that too, Dad. It's such a great moment.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
and then I was watching Ocean's 11 because I don't know if like someone else from that movie died this like recently or something because all those movies were on like all weekend.
Yeah, I think that's just what TV is now.
It's like an in memoriam type thing.
It's that, but I think they're also trying to make it so you can binge without having to put on Netflix. Like, Friends is on constantly. And like you're talking about, every movie in a series will be on back to back to back to back. I think this is what TV, like the channels that don't have live sports and live programming on at the moment, that's what they do.
The Office is on two channels nonstop all the time.
Yes, all day long you can find The Office. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so Thursday, Cubs home opener. Out at Gallagher Way for the Dan Bernstein Show featuring Layla Rahimi as well.
Speaking of balmy.
Yeah. Oh, dude. It was... and also, I love that it became a thing on the show, too, I mentioned to Dan, I was like, Jay did the mom thing and was like, make sure to tell Dan he's going to think he's going to dress warm enough, but wear an extra layer. Like that type of thing.
Yes.
So Dan brought it up on the air and it turned into a solid bit for like 5 minutes. So that was, appreciate that. It was also very true because
It's only because I always forget.
Yeah. Because it was cold.
Yeah.
And so just for some perspective, we start the show with Jed Hoyer. He comes on. Of course, Jed's in his nice office, which is, temperature controlled and everything. The call was made for us to be outside instead of inside, where we could have been at the Budweiser Brickhouse Tavern. Put a pin in that because we'll get back to that. And Jed is essentially giving us crap on the air because it was sleeting while they were interviewing Jed. Sleeting. It was cold, that it was not great. However, one thing that came from it, a thing that fats are accustomed to, our normie friends know when there are strong winds or when you'd rather not be seen for a minute or two, hiding behind a fat is a phenomenon that happens a fair amount. And it definitely happened to me on Thursday. Mind you, I was 100% here for it. I don't care. I had to be standing in that spot anyway. So after Dan and Layla were off the air and Lawrence was on the air, I was staying to be the producer on site for like the 45 minutes.
Yeah. Got paid extra for that, right? Sorry.
So Layla grabbed the food. Again, put the pin in the food from the Budweiser Brickhouse Tavern. And wanted to eat, but also would have rather avoided the wind at that point, because the wind had, even though the temperature had gotten sunny, it had gotten warmer, but the wind kicked up. So Layla was like hiding behind me to have to be, to be able to just like eat quickly before she had to go, and then also to avoid the wind. So I served two purposes.
Look at you.
And both of them involved just standing there.
Which you're great at.
I'm fantastic at standing in one place.
Yeah. Well, it's, maybe, you got to use that on ladies sometimes. Like, hey, it's kind of cold out here. Want to get close so I can keep you out of the wind until I create my own wind that you won't want to be part of. But
facts.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. See, look at you. See, we do serve a purpose.
Yes.
Us fat people.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Dude, that was for all of us that have to do that, and everybody assumes we're willing and wanting to do that, but we're pretty laid back people.
Just try not to make it obvious if you don't know us.
Yeah, exactly. That's all we ask.
Right. Like Layla, sure. Come on in.
Course.
Like bring it in, kid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm talking like a weirdo. Probably because I am one. But but just if you're a stranger and you see a fat person, just be like, ooh, shelter. Don't do that.
Yes.
Just be sneaky about it.
Yes. This shelter has a name and feelings.
I'm a person. Yeah. I'm a person too, damn it.
Okay, so the Budweiser Brickhouse Tavern was nice enough to bring food out to us. Mm-hmm. I had not had food from there before. The pizza, really good.
Everything there is good.
Fantastic. And those chicken tenders, those are giant chicken tenders. Like, I'm trying to think of an equivalent size-wise, but, I mean, those are like, I'm trying to think if you maybe take 2 chicken tenders from Fry the Coop and like put them together.
Yeah.
That's a chicken tender from
big.
The Budweiser Brickhouse Tavern.
Because Fry the Coops would be considered large too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like if you line those up like end to end and then and they became one.
Yeah.
With that sound effect too. That's how big theirs were. And even after like sitting outside and in the cold and getting a little like more room temperature, still fantastic.
Yeah. A couple things. It's not going to be just like days like that. Mm-hmm. On days that are in the 70s and even like the low 80s on like for first pitch. Yeah. You're in the shade all morning. You're going to be cold. It's going to be 50 or 60 in there. You're still going to want to bring a ton of clothes. I'm just telling you. Okay. And the other thing you should do is Brickhouse is wonderful. Mm-hmm. Reward yourself and go to Smoke Daddy across the street after the show.
Yes.
Smoke Daddy is awesome. It is. And what's the other one there? What's the taco place right there? Why am I blanking? Big Star? Big Star. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Big Star Tacos is right there too. But I'm telling you, there were some inclement weather days where we just did the show from Smoke Daddy, and they would just bring us food. It would be like a tray of pulled meats. It would be, they would make this breakfast egg dish.
Okay.
It was like a sheet pan of scrambled eggs with like barbecue pork and barbecue chicken, like all mixed into it. Oh my God, dude, Smoke Daddy is fantastic. I took Hope and Addie there this winter because we were doing like going to check out the themed, they changed them like Christmas themed restaurants, the bars around there. And we all loved it. But then, Hope doesn't eat beef and their nachos have beef chili in it. So she was kind of like, I can't eat these nachos. I didn't know there was beef. So she was a little bit bummed, but the food there is so damn good. Oh my God. Yeah, you got to go to Smoke Daddy.
Okay. That's what Dan was saying too.
Yeah.
Because he was like, when we were coming up with the contingencies of, okay, he's like, I really hope it's Smoke Daddy.
Yeah. They just start bringing you food.
Yeah. And mind you, he was like, when he had the pizza from Brickhouse, he was like, oh,
yeah, no,
this is damn good.
And not taking anything away from Brickhouse.
No.
But I'm just telling you, I think a lot of people assume that things around Wrigleyville are going to be kind of replacement level just because.
Sure.
But the stuff like in Gallagher Way and across from it is really high quality. Smoke Daddy, Big Star, Budweiser, Brickhouse. There's a Jenny's ice cream right there.
Yep.
There's high quality food in that area, and it's there's a Westtown Bakery right there too.
Yeah.
So a lot of locally
You're telling
owned.
me there's the Jenny's on the block?
Jenny's is on the block. Yes. Is that Starbucks still closed?
Yes.
Oh man, that's where I would do my morning business.
Yeah. We had to go to McDonald's for coffee.
Okay, that'll do it. There's also, if you know, we're talking about something that people don't know anything about, but if you're in Gallagher Way, if you're facing the stage, the tent, to your left, like right behind the Cubs Pro Shop, there is like there's a stall and a urinal bathroom there.
Yes.
You can warm up in there too. Just saying. And the laundry chute is there as well, which blows out warm air.
Yes. And decent smelling air,
It does,
too.
yes. I'm smelling Jason Hayward's jockstrap, but it's clean, so it's okay.
Because he doesn't run the bases that often.
No. Hey, come on. It's off to a good start this year. And he almost kicked all the Brewers' asses.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah. Last dude I'd want to fight.
Yeah.
Maybe Mike Napoli would be on that list too.
True.
Yeah. Boy, it's funny. So, as you know, Rick, and everybody know listening, I started my new job at CHGO.
Yes, you did.
And then my first chance to get out to a Hawks game, as press. So I'm up in the press box, and we're, Greg and Mario and we're having our pregame meal. There was like pretzel sandwiches, and there was like a salad with bacon and all sorts of stuff. So had some of that, and
Wait, a what?
a salad. It had bacon in it and cheese.
What about the taco shell?
No, I didn't see that. I think someone ate it. So I'm like, all right, it's my first day here, so I want to make a decent impression. Like, I'm not going to eat all the most disgusting stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had the little pretzel thing, and then I had the salad, and it was really good. So I go to my little spot in the press box, and I'm like, I got something in my teeth. Like a piece of lettuce or something.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it out. I go up to like the little bar in the press box. I'm trying to find a toothpick.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like constantly, I'm just fiddling with it. And it's like flapping around and bothering me. So, fat hack of the week. They have gummy bears out. And you could like take a little tongs.
Yeah.
And put it in a cup and take gummy bears with you to your seat.
Wait, like up up top? What the hell? There wasn't there. Mind you, I covered like 2 Bulls games ever, but there was just popcorn up there. There wasn't any gummy bears.
Oh yeah, there's a whole spread. There's like a whole pregame spread.
The hell?
Yeah, they had like beer cheese dip and all kinds of stuff up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it's Reinsdorf versus Wirtz. That could be the situation. But anyway, went and used the gummy bear as a toothpick. Because it was the only thing available. I'm like, I got to improvise.
Yeah.
So took the gummy bears, bit down on it. Sure enough, lettuce extracted, gummy bear consumed, and they were high. They were, I believe, they were Albanese gummy bears too.
Okay.
Because they had that royal blue one, which is a dead giveaway for Albanese.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't mess around up there, man. That was a nice spread.
I need more info though on this salad thing. Because so you had a salad there.
Yeah.
And also that's like that story is also a good reason to not have salads so you don't get things stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, right.
But you told me there's some troubling trends that you're having, and it's not helping your cause in the whole remaining a fat thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So you got to explain yourself to the people.
Well, so yesterday we went to Buona, and I
Good
just
sign.
did not have a taste for a hot dog. Did not have a taste for a beef sandwich at the time. I had 2 donuts for breakfast. Let's remember this. All right, I had a strawberry frosted and a vanilla Long John. from
Okay,
Dunkin' for breakfast.
One of those sounds like fruit.
Moments after getting my blood work done. Okay, my diabetic blood work done.
There you go.
I got to reward myself and eat the worst possible thing. So I just I want to try something different. So I got, I think it's called the In the House, something house salad. It was enormous, but it was filled with our favorite crispy chicken.
Okay.
It was probably like 3 tenders worth of crispy chicken.
Okay, how big was the taco shell?
There was no shell. It was in a giant bowl.
They serve salads in non-taco shells?
No, I'm like, where's the ground beef? There's no nacho cheese in this salad. What the hell is this? But it was really good. It was a good salad. But then I was starving like an hour later, so I ate something else.
That's why you don't eat salads.
I gotta learn.
Because really, if you think about it, you have the salad, which technically has some form of calories to it.
Yes.
So the fact that you ate an hour later and probably had close to a full meal, really, you're making yourself fatter by having the salad, because
I cannot argue with that logic.
It was just in addition to the full meal. It's not like it was in lieu of the full meal. It was in addition to, even if it had, 3 crispy chicken strips in there, chopped up or whatever, you're really just adding to your calorie count. So, all right, Jay, why not just have the meal and then not have that really unhealthy salad?
I think you're right. That's probably what gave me the stomachache, by the way. All that roughage.
Yep.
I shouldn't be eating all that roughage. That's bad for you. I need more carbs.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of a salad, here, take a loaf of bread.
Honestly, there is a health reason for it. Seeing myself from top to bottom on camera 5 days a week at CHGO has not been great for my self-esteem. I'm able to see myself like the entire show, so I'm constantly tugging the shirt. I'm constantly
But I mean, okay, I'm calling you on that, because as much as I hate the fact that you have slimmed down and made yourself as questionably a fat as you have, you're questionably a fat.
I'm 245 pounds. I'm morbidly obese according to every medical thing you look up.
Do you want to know the last time I was 245 pounds?
It's fine. There are different levels of fat.
Freshman year of college.
Okay. I was like 299 in college.
Yeah, I was fluctuating between 245 and 270 in college.
Okay. See, we're just flipping. We're flipping roles.
Yeah. I would kill to be 299 right now.
Seeing myself on camera is troubling.
No, I get that.
I'm trying to position the laptop correctly so it covers my belly as best as I can.
I'm happy that you guys are doing well, but that is one thing that seems awkward. That there's no form of table to be able to rest things on.
It's not ideal. It does look better on camera, and it looks more casual, which is what they're going for.
Yes.
But
however, when you need to do post game shows, when you need the box score in front of you or something like that,
I've figured it out. I've kind of got my routine down now. I've got multiple tabs. I mean, not the tabs are a secret, but I've kind of have figured out how to navigate that whole thing now.
Okay.
So it's easier. So, but that's it. I feel like I need to break even health wise. I'm never going to start eating better. It's just not a reality for me.
Sure.
But I need to somewhat offset the horrible. I remember someone Someone tweeted like, if you were going to get the electric chair, like what would your last day of food be?
That's a tough question.
Well, I
don't
answered
think
it.
It should be.
I answered it, and my wife of all people was like, "Isn't that just like a Saturday for you?" I'm like, I guess.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, like bacon and eggs for breakfast, hot dogs and fries for lunch, and pizza for dinner. It's like that's kind of your average Saturday. And she wasn't saying it to be mean. She was just pointing
just
out,
like matter of fact,
you have that shit all the time. Why would that be your last meal?
Right. Get a steak.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a really good steak.
I need to. I'm well overdue on steaks. I also have joined our local fitness club. So,
what?
I know. I'm just being honest. I do 40 minutes on a treadmill like twice a week, and I just walk. I basically have the workout of a 70-year-old man.
Yeah, but that money could be used for more food.
That's true. All right, fine. I'm quitting.
Okay.
I'm quitting after this month. Yeah. Well, honestly, the ultimate goal too is these skating lessons went pretty well the first time. I'm signed up for the second group in May. When I finish the third session, I can start like training to play hockey. And I don't want my heart to rip out of my chest when I'm working so hard to get somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to be the weakest. I've always said this about being my age and competing in sports. I just don't want to be the worst person in my group.
Okay.
Like that's how I am with golf. That's how I am with everything. Like I don't want to be the weak link that's bothering everybody.
That's fair.
I think I'm there on golf. I'm bad. But
how fitting is it for like us that your goal isn't to do anything necessarily for yourself, but when you do something you want to try, it's to not be the worst for everybody else.
Right.
And that's not a dig. Like that's just kind of like our nature.
Yeah. Right.
But
we don't want to let anybody down.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though I just totally let you down by eating 2 salads and joining a gym this week.
Well, some of us are stronger and can deal with your disappointments.
I know. But all right. So here's a good example, right? I'm getting razzed for this by you, which is totally fair. 2 donuts for breakfast, a fried chicken salad for lunch.
Yes.
A burrito for dinner.
Uh-huh.
I probably ate half a bag of sour cream and onion chips before I went to bed. And Addie made air fryer cookies, so I had 2 of those.
Okay.
So like this is not a healthy day by anyone's standard.
Right. You just need to turn all that roughage into a bun and you're set.
Yeah, there you go. That would have been better. You're right. I'm learning lettuce is for decoration and nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all, because fried things tend to look a little brown and monochromatic there. So you just need like something else to jazz it up a little bit on a plate.
Yeah. And then you put your napkin over it and let the people think you ate it and call it a day.
Exactly. Yeah. You like move it around the plate a little bit so it looks like there's less of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just exactly. That's the wedding hack. Like, sure, I ate some salad. I may have taken it to the bathroom with me to put it in the toilet, but I definitely ate it.
Sure.
No, it's I just don't want to look horrible on camera. That's a big
fair.
part of it.
I guess that's fair.
It's vanity more than anything.
Yeah, like me wearing my random old shirt that's got the thing on it that looks like split. Now that you said it, I can't unsee it. It totally looks like someone just like dumped water on me.
Yeah, somebody left a rope on you there, Rick. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hey, guess where I spent some time this week? I was at Mazda of Orland Park because that Florida trip did some work on my car. I needed new brakes. The window. Did I tell you about the flapping window?
No, did somehow your car get COVID? Because I can see that happening in Florida.
Maybe. That might be what it was. But yeah, I mean, to Florida and back in a car with, 150,000 miles on it, you're going to have to do some maintenance. So I was in there getting my brakes replaced and getting, I needed a new wheel because I bent my wheel. Ew. So that's not good. That was a lot of money because I don't know when I did that. I must have hit something or hit a pothole or something.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to go to the gym and get the salads.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So spent some time at Mazda of Orland Park, and my new car, my CX-30, is ordered, which I can't wait. Should be there next month at some point, maybe the end of May, because I got it exactly how I want it to be, which is what you should do when you get a car. And if you need help doing that, call Eric, 708-444-3200. Go to MazdaofOrlandPark.com. check out their selections, and build your own. You could do that on the website. Just kind of create your own car and price out what it might be, and then get in touch with the people at Mazda of Orland Park, and they'll make it happen for you. It's awesome. Great experience. The service was great. Eric gave me a loaner to use while I was waiting for my car to get done because I had some things to accomplish. He's like, yeah, here, take this CX-30 off the lot. Go do whatever you need to do and come back when you're done. No worries. Don't sweat it. So it's great. That's the kind of service you get there. That's not just for me. That's for everybody. So that's why I will always shop for my new cars at Mazda of Orland Park. And you should too. You should too.
Nice.
I got to say, though. Go ahead.
I have one more thing that I forgot to mention pre-show. And I know I went there it's going to be just under a year and a half ago. But in a little bit, I'm actually leaving on my birthday, so a week from Thursday, to go to I'm going to Raleigh for 5 days.
Nice.
So, food recommendations for Raleigh, send them my way, because part of this thing is a guy from a group of friends is getting married. Now, I did not get invited to the wedding. However, others, which mind you, I'm fine with. And this was not even my idea. This was brought up to me of, hey, if we're all going to be down here, why don't you just come down here anyway, hang out for the rest of the because, everybody's not just doing there and back. They're doing 4 days down there.
Right. Why not?
Yeah. So they're like, why don't you just come down and then just, hang out during the wedding, find some stuff to do. So when I have time to find things to do, probably going to eat.
Yeah, I would think so. Knowing you, yes, I will. I would guess. That would
if I can eat and watch basketball, I'm pretty much set for life.
Yeah.
So send you the food recommendations for Raleigh or something, relatively close to Raleigh, because I don't know if I'm getting
Durham.
a rental car. Yes, or Durham.
It's right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time I was there, we kind of did the quick little driving tour of drive around and walk around Duke's campus and Carolina's campus and State's campus, because it's got the triangle right there. So
there's got to be good stuff on campuses. That's always, especially for people like us. Mm-hmm. That are looking for something stupid, some mash of 100 unhealthy things.
Yes. And I'm sure I can go scroll back in my text thread with Pat Manley, and I'm pretty sure he gave me stuff last time that I just didn't have time to get to. So around Duke, I'm sure I'll have that.
Yeah.
But if you have food recommendations, either send them to the podcast on Twitter at I'mFatPod, email I'mFatPod@gmail.com, or send them to me directly at Rick C. Camp. So all that is appreciated, because I'll be creating a hit list. And even though I haven't said this to you yet, probably not going to be able to do a pod that week.
That's fine. We
can
take a break. That's cool.
However, I will make sure I have things for when I come back.
I'm going to challenge you to try some non-chains.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't.
I think last time you went on vacation, you had City Barbecue.
Yeah, and that wasn't exactly my call.
Yes.
Yeah, it was one of those where I was like, okay, what's the stuff we can try from here? And they're like, how about that? And I'm like, cool.
I could try that at home, but okay.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. City Barbecue is good.
Yeah,
as far as
I did have
barbecue
Waffle
goes.
House last time, so
there you go. That's
my first Waffle House experience.
Local flair, of course. It's always fun to see. I always love when I go into a Waffle House and I'm like, what's it going to be?
Right.
What will it be today?
What
will
kind
it be
of pain
drunk?
would I like?
Will it be drunk people? Will it be people in literal hoods? Will it be what are we working with? Some ranting crazy person?
Or a combination of the three.
Right. But it's never just a nice normal morning at the Waffle House. There's always something.
Yep.
There's always something. When we went on the way back from Florida, it was there was someone who had clearly been out all night, because we were there early. We were there at probably 6 a.m. at the latest, because we went and hit the road early, and there was just a guy just standing in the doorway. Like, you going in? He's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, okay.
Okay, buddy.
Can we go? Can we go in?
Yeah.
Can we go in? Oh, yeah, sorry. And they moved over. Yeah, I'm like, as far as Waffle House goes, that's pretty tame. We'll take it. We were not threatened in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So, but that's part of the experience. That's what makes Waffle House great, is no matter what time of day you go, you just don't know what you're going to get into. But usually it's fine.
Yeah.
Because
the
it's
people
just,
watching.
Whatever's happening, people just ignore it. because the Waffle House is just so used to it. When you're a place that's never closed and you're super inexpensive and people just come in there off truck stops and stuff.
Yeah.
You know the characters are going to be a challenge every day. So the Waffle House crew is just like, that's not happening. That man is not actually on fire.
No.
This is fine.
Fine.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to get some reviews for Rick, get some recommendations, and then if you like them, we can add them to the I'm Fat map.
Yep.
Which
as we progressively add different parts of the country to it.
Yeah, well, that's good. We got some international spots on there. We've got Canada is on there. Ireland's on there. We've got some. We're expanding in many ways. That's the idea.
Well, at least one of us is.
Oh, shut up. Shut your ass up. All right. Is it time to ask the Fats?
It is.
Bless me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 1 week since my last confession.
Okay, my son. What is your confession?
I'm fat.
Ask a Fat is brought to you by our buddy, Charlie the Bacon Guy, and here he is with this week's Bacon Report.
Thanks, Jay. This week we have maple pepper, rosemary pepper garlic, buffalo, and ranch bacon. Bacon jams, we have the original, the bourbon, apple butter, and pineapple bacon jam. As always, we have the t-shirts, hockey jerseys, stickers, and winter hats. Get your pre-orders in for next month. Honey chipotle and Korean barbecue are coming back. I'm only making a few batches of those flavors, so get your orders in now. When it's gone, it's gone. Check out the Instagram and Twitter feeds. I posted something about the new shipping and delivery procedures. So if you're interested in any of that, go give that a look. But Jay will probably tell you about them. Or Rick might. I don't know. That's up to them. For the Bacon Report, I'm Charlie the Bacon Guy.
I will tell you about the new shipping situation with Charlie, but first I'm going to tell you how to order. Email him, charliethebaconguy@gmail.com. He's on Twitter @CZTheBaconGuy. He's on Instagram @CharlieTheBaconGuy. Slide into his DMs at any of those spots, and he will get you sorted out. So here is the shipping and update delivery from Charlie. He says shipping orders will have a price on a case-by-case basis. No matter where you live, we will get you your bacon. The farther you live, the higher the shipping costs. We anticipate a $20 minimum for each shipping order. Deliveries by car, he says if you meet him halfway, less than 10 miles, he'll do it for free. Over 10 miles, a $10 delivery fee. If he drives all the way over to you, over 10 miles, it's a $10 delivery fee. So he says, thanks for your patience during this period. You know, Charlie was laid off, and the place he used to work was where he would be able to do the shipping from. Now he's got to figure it out all on his own. So what we always recommend is to just order more, right? If that feels like a high shipping cost for you, if you order more bacon, it's going to, from what I understand, and Charlie will clarify this with you, it should remain flat regardless of how much you ship. Because I think the price is for the container, not necessarily the weight of the container. So if you're thinking a pound, get 2. If you're thinking 2, get 4, et cetera, et cetera. Add some bacon jams and get a group order together too. That will save you on all those things while Charlie gets all the shipping stuff figured out. And like you said, if you're near him, he's in Woodridge. So you want to meet him halfway, no fee, he'll make it work for you. So just get in touch with him. CharlieTheBaconGuy@gmail.com. Charlie the Bacon Guy on Instagram, and @CZTheBaconGuy on Twitter. All right, let's get to the Ask a Fats. Rick, will you start us off?
I will. The first one from Steve. Hello, Fats. I am literally a traveling salesman, so I use Google Maps daily. Not the most tech-savvy guy, because I'm old, so I don't know what I did. Every time I use Google Maps, from the Google Map icon on my phone's home screen, it is now already filled in with all the locations on the Fat Map. So, no more having to click on your tree to get the Fat Map. Bonus. Not plus. I can read. This put a smile on my face. Thanks for the Fat Map, and keep up this wonderfully educational podcast you guys host.
Yeah,
Have a great day.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know you could add the icon to your phone, but it's cool that they're all right there for you. Probably inconvenient from time to time, but I'm not going to tell you how to undo it because I don't want to.
Right.
And I don't know how, to be honest. But yeah, that's cool. That's the whole point. Is you're in a place you don't know, right? And you're unsure, and you want to find something you know you can trust. The I'm Fat Map has your back. Everywhere that's on there, we have. Because I know a lot of people have said, oh, like I really recommend this place. This is my favorite place. We don't add those to the map because we can't vouch for them.
Right.
And we're not going to put our stamp of approval on something we haven't tried. So
Yeah, if there's one thing we hold dear, it's our integrity.
yes, absolutely. Very clearly, that's what we do. Advertising opportunities, imfatpod@gmail.com.
Right.
This one's from Michael. He says, good evening, Fat. I think that's a typo, but maybe he's talking to just you or me. He says, I've been listening to the pod for years now, and my favorite time of year is when March Fatness is released. Every year, my coworkers and I fill out a bracket, and the winner gets a pound of Charlie the Bacon Guy bacon. As a former fat myself and still fat at heart, I feel like I have a leg up on my competition. Who is my competition, you ask? I work in a clinic that's staffed mostly by dietitians and exercise physiologists. Nobody this year picked a winner, and as you can see by the following group text exchange, they were a bit salty about Burritos winning. He says, love the pod, guys. Keep up the good work. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll post these images of the text exchange. But it is Michael arguing with his coworkers about Burritos. He texts everybody the poll with Burritos winning and said there's a new champion and a new inductee into the Onion Ring of Honor. Danielle says, boo. Katrine says, I'd say we should celebrate by getting some burritos, but I'd rather have something else.
I think Danielle says boo should just become a thing now.
Yes.
Jay had 2 salads this week. Danielle says boo.
Yeah, fair enough. Michael tries to save it and say air fried burritos. Danielle says not better. Man. Jenny says queso in spite delivered by children.
From the block?
Yes.
That's
Jenny
2.
from the block. That's 2. Thank you. There's several Jennies in this tweet, but they're all unhappy with Burritos winning, and that's because you're dietitians and you don't have appreciation for the things of the fats.
Right.
Yeah,
Although
kinda
once again, Gold Bond underperforming.
Yep, of course.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Okay, this next one is what we call in the old country a novel.
Yes.
So let's crack the old knuckles here.
Let's edit it. All right, we've got a message from Steve in Philly, and last week we talked about the lack of northwestern burbs things on our map.
Sure.
Well, neither of us live that way, so we don't get out that way very often. And when we are, we're usually there for a reason, right? So we've got somewhere to be, something to do, so we don't have a lot of time to just kind of explore and find things. So
very true.
What Steve in Philly did was send us a list of things in the Northwest burbs that he really, really likes. All right, so let's go through the list. Rick, you and I can alternate. Why don't you start?
All right, number 1, Rammy's, which is in Wheeling. He said, now I know you've talked about this before, Rick, given your days at NIU, but the original one is in Wheeling at the corner of Hints and Wheeling in an unassuming strip mall. I can't tell you how many times I went there in high school, and when I try to hit it up when I go home. There's also an Elk Grove. There's also a location. Man, reading is fun. In Elk Grove near Bussy Woods? Off of Higgins. I did go to Rammy's when there was one in DeKalb when I was in college. It is wonderful. So yes, that's a place that I can only assume the original one, the one that is still there, is better than even the one that I went to. So I can borderline vouch for that.
All right, we got Johnny's Beef in Arlington Heights. He says, don't say much about this Chicagoland institution, but they do have a location in Arlington Heights on Arlington Heights Road, just south of Gulf Road. Okay, Johnny's Beef. That's good.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Wayne's Pizza in Arlington Heights, pizza place at the corner of Northwest Highway and Wilkie Road by the racetrack, or future home of the Bears. I love their thin crust pizza, and that's what we usually get, but they have good deep dish too. Get it at least once whenever I'm back home.
Photos Hot Dogs. I feel like I've either seen this place or had this place. Mm-hmm. He says on Northwest Highway and Hicks Road, hot dog joints with other things such as gyros. I know they're gyros.
We're going gyros.
No, we're not.
Okay. Olympus Euros in Mount Prospect. Great Euros at the corner of Northwest Highway and Central.
Dengios? I hope I'm saying that right, in Buffalo Grove. Euro place, but they have hot dogs, ribs, and a whole lot of other stuff on Dundee, just west of Buffalo Grove Road.
Okay. Senior Tacos in Rolling Meadows. That sounds authentic.
Yeah, no way that place is bad.
No. Excellent place for burritos and tacos on Kirchhoff Road, like a half mile west of Wilkie.
All right. Comet Frozen Custard and Coffee. 1,000 feet to the west of Senior Tacos is this excellent custard place. All right.
See, that's the one where it's like where we mentioned before, like you make the day and you come up with a plan.
Day trip.
There you go. All right. And Fratello's hot dogs in Volo?
Volo by the Auto Museum. That's all I know about Volo.
Oh, okay. Best hot dogs in Chicagoland. He said parentheses when I was going here anyway. Belvedere Road and US 12. I'm not saying that with a small sample size either. When I was learning how to drive, I would drive with my mom to various Portillos and hot dog stands on my permit, including the cafeteria at the Vienna Beef Factory in Chicago. And I'm going to skip that part because it's a lot in parentheses. I discovered Fratello's that summer, and when I was an undergrad in the Milwaukee area, it was on the way, so I would stop there on my way to and from. Now, I admit I haven't been there in years, and it might have changed, but when I was going there like 15 years ago, it was the best hot dogs in Chicagoland. Hopefully that'll get you started in the Northwest Burbs, and other listeners can give you some recommendations from the North Burbs. Love the pod.
All right, Fratello's Hot Dogs in Volo. I just checked it out. It is still open. 4.5 stars with 2,127 Google reviews.
Solid.
31682 North US Highway 12 in Volo. Looks
Okay.
solid. Looks solid. They've got, we got to check out what the website looks like, and do they have the fry bag? This is the main question.
Right. Also, is the website dingy enough to where we can trust it?
This is a pretty nice looking website, actually. I got to say. They have a party solutions section of their menu.
solutions.
I assume that means they cater.
Yes.
That would be a party solution, I would think.
That's
Oh, boy.
fascinating.
That's funny. Well, that's great. That's all very helpful. And until we try them, but now you and I have we've got a list to knock out.
We got some work to do.
We got some work to do, and we will do that for sure. All right, thanks everybody for listening. Anything we need to add, Rick, aside from our usual propers?
I don't think so. If you try any, this is probably something we should have gotten to. If you try any of the new food at Wrigley or guaranteed rate, let us know, because there were some interesting looking options.
Yes.
So, also one quick thing, I think it was on Thrillist, put together, like ranked all the 30 teams in terms of their food. Trash list. White Sox down at 25th. Cubs up at 12th. And I'm not even trying to rag on the Cubs necessarily, but like to have that much of a difference between the two seems wrong.
Well, so here's the thing. I don't know. We should get into this next week. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But they're probably looking at like specialty items and not the
Maybe.
overall quality of the food, right? Like, because the food at Sox Park is just amazing. All of it. They got
Yeah.
great. Like, everything there is terrific. But if we're going for like the shticky food items, that might be where the Cubs have an advantage. But who cares? Like, you want your hot dogs and beers, and that's the stuff you want to be great.
Yeah.
So we'll get into it. That sounds like an interesting topic for next week. Also, here's a little tease for next week. Stay away from Lucky Charms for the time being, because people are getting sick eating Lucky Charms. I don't know what's going on. But I want to make sure I get the news story straight before I say it on the podcast. But
That's fair.
Just do some Googling before you go pick up your box this week. That's all I'll say.
Interesting. All right. So let's make sure you're following us on all our social medias at I'm Fat Pod, I'mFatPod@gmail.com. Check out the Patreon, the T Public shop. If there's not a sale right now, there will be in the next time you blink. Subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, unsubscribe, and resubscribe to the podcast. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Rate and review the podcast as well. That helps us out greatly. And check out our sponsors, Charlie the Bacon Guy, Mazda of Orland Park, and Frato's Culinary Kitchen in Schaumburg. So for Jay, I'm Rick, and this is the I'm Fat Podcast.
All right, I think we got a lot accomplished here today.